had surgery on my tongue 3 days ago, and this is really the first time I've spoken since then, so please bear with me. I know it's difficult. I'm trying to speak now to not rest the muscles too much because I'm worried that then they'll become weaker, which is what happened with my wrist like 6 months ago, and I'm still suffering from that, so trying my best. Please bear with me.
Here, what noise do potatoes make?
Welcome to the channel. My name is Cassandra, and this is where I talk about my life experiences and lessons learned to try and help other people in similar situations. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. As I said, this is literally the first time I'm speaking for 3 days. It's worse than I thought. It hurts, and my speech is obviously very slurred, but I hope it's okay enough. I want to make this video about mental health, jaw surgery, and the impact that jaw surgery has on mental health. As you may or may not know, I need corrective jaw surgery. A lot of the time when I say that to people, they think it's just one surgery, it's happening next week. It's not. On my last count, I need to have like 8 different procedures and treatments over about 5 years. I need to double check that now that things have been fully approved by the health insurance. But it's a lot. As of recording, I had my wisdom teeth removed a month ago. I started speech therapy a few weeks ago for my tongue. And I also had my tongue tie released, as I say, 3 days ago. And I have this horrible cold sore. It's already a lot to go through in a short space of time. On top of that, I also have all these other things I'm dealing with to do with my mental health, neurodivergence. I work a full-time job, and there's a lot of stress from that, which is only being made harder because of all the appointments that I need to go to and all the surgeries I need to have. When I researched jaw surgery and everything that it involves, firstly, the videos on YouTube are mostly very, very old, which is fine, but that's one of the motivations I had for documenting my experiences on YouTube, because I wanted to give back to the community and add some more recent content. But also, they are mostly not exactly happy and upbeat, but YouTube is a kind of social media, right? And it has the same symptoms as things like Facebook and Instagram in terms of that. Most of the time, people don't want to reveal themselves and how they are in like a bad situation or when they're feeling down. Most of the time, people want to represent their best selves, which is totally fine and good. But where we've seen many times before that can be dangerous, maybe that's a bit too harsh, but you know, not so great, is that then people who don't have this great positive life, they have the impression that everybody else is having such a better time than they are, and it doesn't help them, you know. So this video is more like the more realistic side of jaw surgery and mental health, and just being really, really honest about how difficult it is. Now, I know I've talked a lot in other videos about things being really difficult, and I'm sure there will be someone out there who's like, oh, you know, you're just weak, you think everything is difficult, it's probably not that hard. Whatever, that's your problem, not mine, you can believe what you want. But yeah, I want to, as I say, make this video to be more honest and realistic about the toll that jaw surgery and going through these processes and procedures has on mental health, because I think if we only see positive, shiny rainbow things out there, again, it's not giving people a realistic picture of what it's really like, and if people are themselves going through something similar and suffering, it has the potential to make them feel like they're not good enough, or that they should be doing better, or that there's, you know, something wrong with them. And what I want to tell anyone in that position is that if you are at some stage of your own jaw surgery journey, or mental health, or anything else that you might be going through, if you're having a hard time, you're not alone. having a hard time and saying that things are difficult and asking for help doesn't say anything bad about you. It just speaks to how difficult the situation is. You know, there's nothing wrong with saying, like, I'm struggling right now, I'm having a hard time. I'm struggling too. I'm having a hard time too. And I'm just at the start of my journey. There's so much more to come. And I knew when I was getting into this that it was going to be really difficult, because I'd done a lot of research, and I tend to be a realistic person and I think things through, like, okay, what impact is that going to have? I knew that it was going to be difficult, but obviously it's something else when you actually go through it and you experience it. So yeah, I'm struggling. I'm having a really difficult time going through all of this, but I know that it's for my health. I knew that things would get worse before they got better, and it will get better. It will get better. I've been through so much stuff in my life, so much horrible stuff, and I've come through all of it. So I know that I can come through this as well. And again, if you're in a similar situation, you can come through it too. You can. And I hope that, these videos that I post during my journey, I hope that they do help you and other people. That's a big part of why I'm doing this, as I say, and what I'm doing to try and help myself get through this. Making these videos is part of it. I've mentioned that through helping other people by sharing, my experiences and difficulties and whatever, that is somewhat therapeutic for me. So it is a lot of work, but it does help to kind of talk about things and get things off my chest, and also, relieve the people in my life from talking so much about these things to them. I can talk to you about it. I also have reached out to people where I work, like leaders on the project and stuff like that, to let them know the impacts that both the surgeries and the appointments and work is having on my overall health, and with trying to get cover for while I'm away and things like that, because in the work that I do, it's not like there are other people who also do the exact same thing that I do, who can just step in while I'm not there. That person doesn't exist, so it does leave a gap that I stress about, because I care about my work, I care about my contributions and the team and the people that I work with. I don't want to let people down. So that's very difficult for me as well. But I am lucky enough to work in a place and with people where I feel safe enough to reach out to them and say, hey, these things are happening in my life. One, let's try and get some practical solutions for work, but also I'm personally having a hard time and I'm personally struggling. I'm lucky that I feel comfortable enough that I can share that. Basically everyone except one person when I sent these messages was off on holiday, so still to see what the outcome of that is, but that's one other thing that I'm doing. And I haven't spoken to my counsellor in a while. I will also reach out to them, make an appointment to discuss things. So yeah, as I say, main thing is providing this realistic picture and sharing some of the things that I'm doing to try and help myself. Also, while I'm talking about these videos that I'm making, I think I'm going to change up the format a little bit. I'm going through so many things within a short space of time. One other thing I forgot to mention is that I also found out this week that I need another surgery, which I wasn't expecting to need when it was originally discussed, but the doctor looked at things again and it is necessary now. So I need to have a surgically assisted rapid palate expansion. So I need this device that has like the molar band and stuff, and I also got spacers fitted and everything like that, blah blah blah. But basically what I'm trying to say is I have a lot of recordings backed up and a lot of videos in the queue to edit, and I'm falling behind, so-called. Obviously this is something that I do voluntarily, but it's I need to have a sustainable flow. So for these vlogs I've been like recording videos over several days, and then I'll edit them and put them together before publishing them. But I think that's proving to be too much work. So I am going to instead switch to having separate videos with more like individual updates on different parts of the process. so that it's easier for me to manage, should be easier to edit and quicker to upload. It should mean that individual videos are also shorter for you. You get more real-time updates, let's say, and I will create playlists for them as well, so you can still keep track of things and have stuff together. Because as I say, with all these things going on simultaneously, it's a lot of bits and pieces here and there, and yet it's becoming a bit much for me to manage. On that note, I did get a comment from someone, and not on YouTube but elsewhere, basically saying like, oh, you should make videos that are like this other channel. Which I just had to laugh at, because this other channel has been going for years. They have literally a full company of people who do the research, make the videos, edit the videos and all the rest of it, and that is their full-time job. I'm one person. I have an actual job. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber, I'm just trying to share information, and YouTube just happens to be the platform that I'm using for that, you know what I mean? So don't get me wrong, I completely appreciate that person's feedback, comment, engagement. No hate to them at all. Like, I think this other channel's videos are great as well. I would, like to be able to make as well put together videos as them, but I started this channel like a month ago, and I've obviously got other things to spend my time on, you know what I mean? I don't have time to do all that, and I don't want to be like any other channel. That's not my goal. So yeah, this person's comment, completely valid. I just want to respond to that here in case you're thinking something similar, because these shorter, more individual videos as well will then obviously also require like me to make more thumbnails, which is in itself a lot of work. But yeah, I'm just going to simplify stuff and just really do what I can. Of course, I understand that if the videos are more well put together, if the thumbnails are more attractive, then that will gain more views. But for me, it's not about gaining views. Like, if people want to find these videos, they'll be able to find them because, you know, they're such specific topics. I'm not trying to get like mainstream popularity, you know what I mean? And again, I'm just doing this in my own free time out of the goodness of my heart. You know what I mean? I'm not offering a paid service. It's just, I'm just trying to help people, you know? So just keep that in mind, bear with me. I know these won't be the most amazing videos in the world, but as I say, I just started the channel like a month ago. Even if I had the best videos and thumbnails ever, people still wouldn't watch them, okay? So yeah, I think that's all I have to say just now. I hope you understood it okay. I hope the message got across. And yeah, hang in there. Hang in there, we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. And even when it feels really, really not okay, it will be. It will be. Alright, then thank you very much for watching. As always, if you found this helpful and if you want to stay tuned on my journey, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And since all of this is very heavy, as I said in my very, very first video, if it all gets a bit much and you need some light entertainment, feel free to also check out my other channel where I respond to things online to cheer myself up. I actually haven't recorded one of those videos in a while because I've been so busy going to all my appointments and getting the surgeries and stuff. But making those videos actually does help my mental health. It does make me feel better and cheer me up. So feel free to go and check that out as well, and hopefully it will do the same for you. Alright then, thank you very much, and I will see you later. Bye.